Okay, so we are not gonna have a countdown today for a couple of reasons. Number one, countdown is 5 minutes and I'm already late. Second of all, I do not have any music in the background because, uh, for those who don't know, I restored my Mac yesterday, and when I restored from the backup, for some reason, um, the audio thing I use for music to like record the desktop audio, that is gone, and I've tried reinstalling it for the past 10 minutes and nothing worked. But other than that, what is up, guys? I'm Benji from BenObi Tech, and welcome back to BenObi Tech Live, the weekly tech live stream show where we talk about the tech and everything about tech that has happened in the past week, and of course, in my tech life. So I hope you all have had a great week. I did stream on Monday, so it hasn't been that long since I've streamed. Um, Anyway, how have you all been? How's your week, guys? Anything interesting happen? So, today we're going to be talking about iOS 13 and also macOS Catalina, watchOS 6. Those are the main things I'm going to be talking about because those are the softwares that I've been running on my devices. So I'll be giving you guys a quick little experience of how it's been on the developer betas. My brother has installed iPadOS, which I have played around with a little bit. By the way, guys, can you hear anything like a fan in the background? If you do, please let me know because I've got the fan right here because it's absolutely boiling in this room. So I've got this USB fan here, which is plugged in. All right, so let's take it to the chat before we get into the stream because iPadOS 13. Why does everybody keep calling it iPadOS 13? It is iPadOS. It's not iPadOS 13. It's iPadOS. I have a feeling next year's is going to be called iPadOS 2, but it's probably going to be called iPadOS 14. But yeah. So we've got Trusted Texan in the chat who apparently is first. So congrats, Keaton, for being first, I guess. Welcome, Daily Apple. We've also got Jun Yu. How are you doing, man? We've got Grant Hardy. What's up, Grant? Tech for your needs. What's up? And we have the one and only Apple Monster in the chat. So, one second. I'll check the chat in a second, guys. I just need to tweet out the fact that I am streaming. So, let's grab this. Okay, where's my... By the way, did you guys see the video that I posted tonight about the Pixel 3? Well, not tonight, like earlier today, about the Pixel 3. I reviewed the Google Pixel 3 XL, which I have been using as my daily driver for the past 2 weeks, kind of, and then it broke, so I had to, kind of like cut the review short. But anyway, did you guys enjoy the review? Let me know what you guys thought of it. While I figure out what I'm doing here. Okay. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I need to tweet this out. Alert. It's awfully quiet today. 1 second, guys. I can't see the chat. Alert. There we go. And then we're gonna post the short description. I need some something like Ifit to actually do this for me, or somebody to actually tweet the streams out for me, because every time I do, it's like part of the stream. This is what I'm meant to do during the countdown. That's why the countdown exists. Okay, let me grab the link here. Copy link, paste it here, select all, copy, tweet. Oh great, I forgot the picture. Sorry about this, guys. I was not expecting to do this now. Okay, this is weird. I airdropped an image to myself and it's gone. Oh, here we go. Boom, boom. Let's take it to Discord and post it there. Okay, so what iPadOS version number is called in setting? I think it's iOS 13, but that might be a bug, something that Apple has looked over at the moment, so they might change that to just 1.0. Anyway, let's do this, everyone. There we go. Sorry for those in the Discord server who have gotten 2 tags today. There we go. Sweet. So, I have to grind Fortnite Mobile on my iPad. It wasn't working so well, so I had to downgrade. Oh, that sucks. I heard it worked pretty well for some people, but maybe that was on the iPhone, not the iPad. I just watched the Pixel 3 video a few minutes ago. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people have been asking for Pixel Boy to come back, but I just didn't have time to have him come here and record another video because I had to like send the Pixel back and days were running out because it broke, and then for like 3 days I didn't know what to do. I emailed Vodafone, so I was waiting for a response. So I wasn't doing anything with the phone for those few days, and then they said send it back and we'll sort it out. So I've emailed them again. I asked them if it was okay and if they could send me either a Galaxy Note 9 to review or a Huawei Mate 20 Pro. Those are the 2 phones that I want to review next. So we'll see if they still send me stuff, even though I broke one of their phones. But yeah. But on my iPad it says version 13.0. Yeah, I have no idea. Yes, I saw the Pixel 3 XL video, and yes, I enjoyed it. Sweet. I still haven't checked the comments on it. I've been out with a family thing and then just got home. I was just watching, and literally 10 minutes into the video you went live, so I had to come here. I'll finish after the stream. Shame on you. You should have watched it as soon as the notification came, Apple Monster. Will Vodafone send you phones again? I don't know yet. I hope, because I mean they do have insurance, and the guy that I was in contact with, who put me in contact with Vodafone, he said that they have insurance and they'll still send you phones, but they'll not be as eager to do that as they would if you didn't break a phone. But I mean, it was a complete accident. Like, I didn't even I treated the Pixel like very, very well. I didn't throw it around. I didn't put it anywhere where it could have gotten scratched or anything. It was, other than the cracks, it was in the exact same condition it was when I got it. So hopefully I'll know on Monday if they're sending me any more phones or not. Unless Monday's a bank holiday, which there has been a lot of bank. Okay. If Apple changed the name from iOS to iPadOS, will Apple name it iPadOS 4.0 next? Nah, I think if they did change the name, they would just call it iPadOS 14. They just rename it, just like they did with macOS. They renamed macOS to macOS X, macOS 10 with an X, and then the name. But then they changed the name, and I think they did the same with tvOS. So I think they're just gonna continue with the numbers. It doesn't make sense to go all the way back to that. In fact, it says iOS 13 in my iPad software update section. Yeah, that might be a bug, because I mean, iPadOS is different from iOS. Well, it's still kind of the same. Like, the base of the software is still the same, but not all of it is. Yeah, stream is laggy. Higher the bitrate. No, if I higher the bitrate, then it'll actually get worse. If I lower the bitrate, which is, it's already at the minimum for 60 frames a second, so you guys unfortunately will have to live with the dropped frames. I mean, I'm not running anything. Yes, I am running stuff on my computer. Let me quickly quit this stuff, because this might be what. And Finder open. Those are the only ones I've got. Hi, I'm in South Carolina at my hotel. Oof, yes, I need a VPN. Oof. Who has more subs, you or your father? My dad has more subscribers than me now, which is kind of sad. Well, kind of, because if you combine all of my channels together and all of his channels together, of which he only has one, basically, then I have more subscribers. But if we're counting just like our biggest channels put side by side, then he has the bigger channel. Yes. Stream is not laggy for me. That is on your end, probably. I mean, it has dropped frames a little bit, so. Can USB drive external drive connect to your brother's iPad? By the way, what is your brother's iPad? Yeah, I think yeah. I think they've added that like USB hard drive and external hard drive support to, because it also works with iPhones apparently. I haven't tried it because I need to find dongles and whatever. But apparently it also works with the iPhone, so you can actually plug in an external hard drive, external SSD to your iPhone, which is pretty weird. So my brother has the 10.5-inch Pro, but I need to try that. Your dad has a channel. Yes, he does. My dad is actually a YouTuber, but I'm technically behind all of it because I edit all of his videos, and sometimes I help him record. Now he's been a bit more independent with recording the videos, but I've still been editing them. So, and sometimes I just don't want to edit the videos, honestly. So sometimes there's no uploads for a couple of weeks. Can I downgrade without losing data? It depends where. Like, do you mean iOS, iPadOS, macOS, tvOS, watchOS, all that stuff? Hi, by the way. What's up, Craig? Anyway, so I've been running iOS 13 on my iPhone. It's absolutely amazing. Like, iOS 13, it brought so many features that I wanted in iOS for absolutely years. Oh, Jamie Mason, what's up? And iOS 13 is just almost perfect. I must say, it's almost perfect. There's still a couple of features that I would like them to add, but they didn't. For example, I would like a haptic keyboard. That is basically what I want. There was another thing, but I can't remember. But I mean, it's kind of laggy, honestly. It's kind of buggy. If you don't have iOS 13 yet, you're not missing out much. I would honestly wait until the public betas. Can I get his channel name, or do you like to keep it private unless people find it themselves? This is BizJet TV. What does your dad make? What do you mean making content? In content wise, he makes videos about planes and private jets mostly. I have no idea how he gets more views than me. Probably because he's in a smaller niche or niche, whatever you want to call it. What model is your MacBook Pro in year? The model is, it's a 2016 15-inch, and I know the specs, but it's not like the base model. It's kind of like mid-range, I think. 256 gigabyte SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, Intel Core i7 at 2.8 gigahertz, and it's got a Radeon Pro 450, 2 gigabytes, and it's great. I installed Catalina, macOS 10.15, over on my MacBook Pro, and I ran into so many issues I had to downgrade the other day. So basically, first issue with Final Cut Pro, I would create a new project and Final Cut Pro would crash. I found a workaround because I just copied a project, pasted it, and just deleted the contents in that project. So I kind of found a workaround that. And then it also did that when I made compound clips. And then there was another issue I had with Catalina, where basically, okay, so yesterday, or it was the day before, in the morning I had over 100 gigabytes free. Actually, I'll tell you how much I've got now. It's pretty much the same. So I had about 150 gigabytes of storage free. So I was editing a video, and then all of a sudden I get a pop-up that says your storage is almost full. And then I go and check the storage, and I've got like 8 gigabytes free or something. So I'm like, oh, I've got to go and delete some stuff. So when I deleted some stuff, I deleted about 20 gigabytes worth of files. I moved them onto other hard drives and stuff. And all of a sudden, I went back to check the storage. It still gave me the warning. I went to check my storage, and I only had like 19 megabytes free. So I literally couldn't install anything. The more I deleted, the less space I got, which I don't know how that works. But yeah, I ended up downgrading because it was just unusable. Hopefully they fixed it though with beta 2. Let me paste the link to my dad's channel if you guys want to go and check it out. I mean, it's kind of interesting what he talks about. Like, I'm personally interested in it because I like planes as well. Like he used to be an airline pilot, so he knows a lot about planes, and now he's in the private jet business, so he buys and sells aircraft and does a bunch of stuff. So his channel is basically kind of like to get clients, so he technically makes more money than me on YouTube than I do, because I only have ad revenue and sponsorships and super chats. And speaking about super chat, I don't know if Gregory Allen is here, but I fixed the LED strip, so now if you super chat, it will change color. So there you go. Can I get... Okay, can't wait for iOS 13 public beta. Also can't wait for mouse support. I haven't tried... I don't know I don't know if it's the mouse I have, but it does pro free. Yeah, exactly. I absolutely love it. I also can't wait for dark mode. You should have seen my reaction when he said, "Now iOS lives in dark mode." I screamed so much, and luckily I recorded it. But too bad I can't share it with you. That's funny. Yeah, when Craig was like, "We have dark mode," I was like, "Yes, finally!" And also, Craig is just so funny. He's like, I hope he's gonna be the next CEO of Apple, because he will probably do a way better job than Tim in terms of like, adding features to OSs and features to phones and stuff. But I guess he's still behind everything. He kind of makes iOS and macOS and all the softwares and stuff. I don't put nothing on Windows laptop. Put everything on Samsung T5 SSD. Yeah, I have pretty much all my main files on my MacBook Pro, and then when I edit videos, I edit off an SSD. So I got a USB-C enclosure, and then I've got an SSD in there. Catalina was very buggy for me first day, but then was 100% fine. Yeah, that's kind of the same with my iPhone. Like the first day I got it, it was really buggy. It still is, but like the more I used it, the less it's. Yeah, Craig is my favorite as well. I love his sense of humor. He's got such a good sense of humor. Like honestly, if anybody can run Apple better, well maybe not better than Steve Jobs, but almost as good as Steve Jobs, it would be him. Because like he looks like a fun guy. When you look at Tim Cook, yes, I think he's a bit more formal than Craig is. I think Craig could kind of like make Apple a bit funnier, I guess. Because I mean, yes, Tim Cook, he still does have his funny moments, but honestly, Craig Federighi's so good. I absolutely love the guy. Thank you. I want to get iOS 13, but it seems so buggy, so I'll wait. Yeah, I'd wait until at least beta 2. Could you ask him? Can planes work with CarPlay? No, they don't. And I don't fly planes or anything, and I know that. Okay, the stream is lagging a ton, so I'm gonna leave. Oh, and hotel Wi-Fi is really good. Bye. If the stream is laggy, then hotel Wi-Fi is not great. Who's older, you or your brother? I'm the eldest, and I have 2 younger brothers and a younger sister. So I'm the eldest. Do you still have the City app on your iPhone 10? No, because I restored from not from a backup, but like I restored. You skipped my question. Which question? The chat is going pretty quickly tonight. Oh, why does Apple say the processor speed and specs inside stuff is like blah blah blah, by the way, am I making me stuff? Don't think it's that's the clock. I think the clock speed. But that's not Apple. That's Intel that sets that name. Feels like we haven't seen Phil Schiller in a while. Yeah, yeah, we haven't seen Phil Schiller at this event. At least I don't think so. I think the last time he came on stage was with the iPhone in September. Craig make comedy an event. Yeah, exactly. He's such a good comedian. I love Craig too. I got all my mighty new suction cup today for opening phones with water resistant. He said, nice. Yo, we've got Miles in the house, and we've also got Snowies. What's up? Which brother owned that iPad? My second brother. Well, no, my first brother. Second. Like, there's me, and then there's him. Yeah. It's my 16-year-old brother. Where did Johnny Ive go? Actually, that's a good question. I have no idea. Like, probably the last time he did a voiceover on an ad was probably the MacBook Air. No, not even the MacBook Air. Because end of last year when they released the iPad Pro and the MacBook Air, those were I think it was when the 10s came out. That's the last time we heard Johnny Ive. But I don't know why Johnny Ive never goes on stage. Like, has he got stage fright or something? Because it would be funny to just see him go on and just talk in his like Newcastle voice or whatever. No, mad specs. It doesn't say processor model. I think it says that. Oh yeah, I know. I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't know. Probably if you go onto the Apple website, you can kind of find out what processor model it is. Miles just joins, says hey, and he just goes bye. You won't be missed. Anyway, do you guys have any questions about iOS or macOS? By the way, I've also been running watchOS 6 on my Apple Watch. It's kind of stable, honestly. Like, the beta is kind of stable. It's not as stable, of course, as like a full release would be. I've got the Series 2, by the way, so already the watch is slow, so this kind of made it a little bit slower, and I kind of regret updating. But I love the new watch faces, even though on the Series 2 there's not many of the new watch faces on here, which is kind of sad. But there are a couple which I really like. Like, there's you guys have probably seen a couple of photos I posted on Twitter. One photo I posted on Twitter. This is my favorite one right now. Looks it's poor use of space because it's just the time, and it doesn't really, you can't add any complications, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. But you can change the color, you can change the style, you can also change the kind of like the language it's in, because I think you can even change it to like Japanese or Arabic, I think. So yeah, Phil Schiller did the voiceover. I don't know, I mean, Johnny Ive still works for Apple, because there was a photo of him pointing at the new Mac Pro, saying, haha, look, we made a cheese grater. It would be funny to see him at a grocery store or something and ask him to do a live voiceover. If anybody goes to California and sees him in a grocery store, just do it. Pay him like $100 to do it. The only way for me to find out is install Windows via Boot Camp and go to Properties. Oh, right, okay. What do you think about the iPod Touch 7? I've got mixed opinions on the iPod Touch 7. Like, I see a market for it. I see it could be useful for some people, but I don't think it's... I think the future of iPod shouldn't be like an iPod Touch. Like, people can go and buy an iPhone if they want a small touchscreen device nowadays, and that's what a lot of people are saying. So, I mean, my idea is Apple forgets the iPod Touch, they kill it next year or the year after or something, and they come out with an iPod Classic, like a new iPod Classic, because a lot of people still... You'd be surprised by how many people still use MP3 players on like iPods and stuff. And it would be really cool if Apple just revived the iPod Classic at least, and gave us Lightning with it, or USB-C, gave us a headphone jack, of course, because people will want to have a headphone jack with that. Give us Bluetooth, give us Wi-Fi as well, so we can use Apple Music, and just redesign a little bit, make it look a little bit different, give us some nice colors as well, maybe even just black and white, and maybe gold. Maybe give it a glass back with wireless charging. I mean, that's kind of stretching it, but you know, it would be cool if it had a glass back. And it kind of looks similar to an iPhone, but it has the click wheel, and it has maybe not a touch screen, but like a screen, nice OLED display or something. And just go all out with it. Just make the best iPod Classic you can, fit as much tech in it as you can, make it compatible with AirPods, make it compatible with like the H1 chip, put the H1 chip in so you can pair it with your phone using just the H1 chip, and kind of like make it work like an Apple Watch, I guess. I mean, they could always repurpose Apple Watches and use them as MP3 players, but you know, we want the iPod Classic design. And it just pairs to your iPhone and works kind of like the Apple Watch, and you can download music, and it works offline as well and has its own standard Wi-Fi connection. I mean, that's just my idea. I would absolutely love to see Apple do something like that. It would definitely... I would probably buy one, because... I mean, the amount of people who just want a device to play music, like maybe they don't want to use their phone, and they just want to listen to music. They want to go out for a run, and they don't want to bring their phone. I mean, we do have the Apple Watch, which kind of does get rid of that. How much would it cost, though? I think around, maybe not as expensive as the iPod Touch, but not as cheap as the iPod Classic used to be. I think the iPod Classic was about $150. So maybe price it around $150, $200, something like that. That would be great. A11 can do. Oh wait. Okay. How many frames a second? Got when you play Fortnite on your iPhone 10? I think the A11 can do 60. I haven't played Fortnite in a while on my iPhone 10, so yeah. $100 to Johnny Ive would be like 2 cents to us. True. I heard some people say that Apple Series 6 brick their watch. Oh, you mean what? WatchOS 6? Yeah, it did brick a couple watches. Mine's been fine though. I haven't installed watchOS 6 yet. I don't know if I should. I'm on a 3. Yeah, don't install betas. The only place I would install a beta, because they're usually relatively stable, is iPhone. But even now, I don't think that's a good idea. Like the iOS 12 beta, that was like absolutely stable. It was the most stable beta I ever was on, and in fact, it was more stable than some versions of iOS 12, which is surprising. Like the first beta, and then they kind of ruined it after the next couple of betas, and even battery life lasted a long time. Actually, something I noticed on iOS 13, battery life has been pretty good. Even though I do have my phone on a wireless charger most of the day, usually I have way less battery than what I do now. So I'm waiting for iOS 13. Yeah, iOS 13 is going to be amazing. I wonder, do your local grocery store have any cheese grater that the size look like Mac Pro? Nah, I don't think anybody sells any of those. If you want your kids to have a thing to watch stuff on, get an iPad. Yeah, I mean, you could get an iPad, but if you want them to listen to music, then this iPod Classic could be a good solution for them. Maybe you could even watch movies on it. I don't know, because you kind of could with the older like iPod Nano and Classic and stuff. Which I don't know why you would look at a movie on such a tiny screen. But I mean, it would be so cool if they made it bezel-less. Maybe not bezel, but like the where the screen is, push it to the edges. That would be sick. I actually want to work on a concept with someone about it. Be right back. Gonna switch to my computer so I can do more work on my iPad while I watch this. Sweet. Make future iPods not smart devices and under $100 or equivalent. Nah, I don't think it's Apple. I don't think Apple would make a brand new iPod Classic and charge $100 for it. It would be way more than $100. Like it would be around the 200 range. I mean, yeah. The iPad Mini 5 is too small for me, and the iPad Air 3 is perfect for me. Oh, good to hear. The Touch is 200 though, so I think the prices will be too close. People would just buy that. Well, but you don't. The thing is, like, I think they would discontinue the Touch and then release the thing. But I think 150 would be kind of like an ideal price for it. Give it like an A9 chip, nothing too powerful, and give it like kind of a version of iOS, but not really like full-fledged iOS, kind of like iPadOS. They could just create iPadOS and have that on there. On beta on iOS 13 and macOS. What? How's the Pixel battery life like? Actually, that's something that I completely forgot to mention in the review, which is kind of dumb because that was like one of the things I hated. Battery life was not very good, like horrible. Not as bad as my iPhone without the battery case, but it still wasn't that great, honestly. Apple Watch challenge: use it alone all day with AirPods. That would be a great video. Yeah, the thing is, I don't have a Series 4 Apple Watch or a Series 3 with cellular, so unfortunately, I can't really do that video. But I would definitely do that if I had an Apple Watch, Series 3 or Series 4. If it was only for music, nothing else, just get something like an iPod Nano 3rd Gen. The thing is, now you can't really pair those to a Mac anymore. Also, yes, you could always go and get one of those, but it doesn't have Apple Music. This is what I'm saying. If Apple releases an iPod Classic that has Apple Music on it, that is the whole incentive to buy that instead of like an older iPod, if you know what I mean. Yes, I still do use the battery case. I don't use it as often as I did. I kind of switched to a transparent case now, which a company sent me. So yeah, I haven't been using it as much as I usually do. I kind of keep it as like an emergency backup. So if I'm going out and I know that I'm going to be out all day, I would put it in. But now, because I'm driving and I usually have my car and the wireless charger in the car, so I don't really use it as much as I used to. Make iPod Classic, watch music videos. Yeah, you could do that before, and I think you can do that now. What is the cheapest Apple product you ever bought? Ooh, good question. Mm, it's probably, it must have been an Apple Watch band because I got some of those really cheap. Probably I think there was an iPhone that I got for like £50 or something. If you mean, I don't know. Do you mean like cheapest Apple product from Apple or cheapest Apple product that I bought from like a third party that is from Apple or something? What do you think of the double display on iPadOS? I literally cannot wait to use that. I mean, I don't have an iPad, but still, it's really cool, and I really want an iPad just to use Sidecar, which is awesome. I also like the name Sidecar. A8 is still in production for the HomePod and Apple TV 4, so that would drive the price down. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, an iPod Classic doesn't really need an A12. It can simply have the A8. It just needs to play music, and it can just just to keep the cost down. It's still in production, so might as well. A10X can do 60 frames a second on Fortnite. Yeah, because the A10X is pretty much the same as the A11. Later out. What? What happened? Something like an iPod Touch 5 used for $40 that has Apple Music since it has iOS 9. Yeah, but that's not the thing. The thing is, a lot of people want to buy a device new, and they just want a device that plays music. They don't want to buy a device that they can get more distractions on, if you know what I mean. And also, an iPod Touch 5 has no, that has Lightning, does it? Yeah. So yes, people could go and buy that, but some people just want to go to Apple and just buy an MP3 player. So, and a lot of people don't even trust like sellers and stuff. So it'll kind of be for people who want to buy an Apple product and want to buy it brand new, maybe as a gift or something. So yeah. Okay, I'm back. Sweet. Make iPad battery case, please. Yeah, it would be cool if Apple did make a battery case for the iPad. I mean, not like the iPad does have battery issues, but I have heard from some people that it doesn't last as long as it should. I mean, the cheapest Apple product made by Apple, but yeah, exactly. But I mean, that I bought directly from Apple or I bought from someone else, because I bought this Apple Watch from a third party, not from Apple, from like a reseller. I'm so excited for iPadOS. Yeah, Sam, and I don't even own an iPad. Don't think the name Sidecar is a bit weird. I mean, it's Apple. Of course. Of course their names are weird sometimes. It's not really that weird because I mean it makes sense because it's like this at the side of your MacBook and it kind of acts as yeah. I'm so excited for iOS 13 to come to my iPhone 6 Plus. Oh wait, it doesn't support it. Oh, that sucks. Time to upgrade then. Make a iPad back function like AirPower, like S10. Oh yeah, that would be cool. I think Apple should just make. This is another idea I had, which not a couple of people have had as well, and I've discussed it with some people. But I think this is completely off topic, but the Magic Mouse, Magic Keyboard, and the Magic Trackpad, they haven't gotten updates in quite a few years, and I think Apple will release the Magic Trackpad, Mouse, and Keyboard 3, the third gen of each one, and the keyboard will probably have a touch bar. It might even have a backlit keys, and then also have a trackpad with a little bit, I guess, more precise, and maybe Apple Pencil support. That would be sick on that. And Magic Mouse 3, and instead of having the charging port on the bottom, just give it wireless charging, and just give us a Magic mat or something, Magic Keyboard mat that's like an extended keyboard mat that can fit the trackpad, the keyboard, and the mouse. Because a lot of people have been saying that they would like Apple to add what was I saying? Add the like a not a trackpad, a touch bar to the keyboard, but that would take up a lot of battery. So giving us wireless charging and having a mat that's always wirelessly charging your keyboard, your mouse, and your trackpad, that I think would be a really, really good idea. And just have like a lightning port or a USB-C port go in the middle of the mat and go to the MacBook or the MacBook or the Mac or whatever you're using. I mean, that's just my idea. It would be cool. Apple refused to service the $29 battery replacement because it's not bought from Apple. Oh, wait. Okay, I missed a little bit. Most powerful processor is A12X. Yes, it is. What did you use before the 10? I used an iPhone 5, believe it or not. That's what I used before the iPhone 5, so back. And I had that for a couple of years. In January, I was in the Apple store in Leicester, and someone who looked about 80 asked for an iPod, and the guy laughed. Actually, I was in the Apple store once, and there was this old lady. She was probably in her like 70s or 80s, and she was with her, I think it was her grandson or great grandson or something. He was in his 20s probably. And she asked an Apple employee where she could buy a Microsoft watch. Oh no, actually, if she wanted to buy a Microsoft watch, she went into the Apple store and said, "Oh, do you sell the Microsoft watch?" And the employee looked at her for a second and was like, "No, sorry, you'll have to go to a Microsoft store, and there's not really any here in the mall there wasn't." I was just like, what? Seriously, some random lady just walks into an Apple store and asks for a Microsoft watch. I don't even think Microsoft watches existed back then. I don't even think they do. Which is really weird. There's a lot of weird people that go into the Apple store and ask for the weirdest stuff. And some of them are pranksters, of course. But this old lady was not... I'm telling you, she was not pranking. She was like being dead serious. Don't have enough money to upgrade. Oh, that sucks. Might as well just put some money aside and maybe sell the 6 Plus while you still can, because the value is going to go down within the next like couple months. I think they should, because with iPadOS releasing, people are going to be using their iPads more to enjoy the things that are coming. Yeah, I mean, if they added wireless charging to the iPad as well and added reverse wireless charging to that, that'd be definitely really cool. But I think the way Apple would add wireless charging to the iPad is if they did it with like a smart case. I don't think they would do it with adding a glass back to the iPad, because that would make it more fragile and would kind of like ruin the iPad's iconic design that they have now. So I think if they just add the like a wireless charging case in the box or something, no, maybe not in the box, but like they made a wireless charging case that you could buy separately, and that works with something like AirPower or something, that would be really cool. Like they make an extended version of AirPower. Like they could make Apple could make a mass on just one desk. That would be absolutely insane. Just imagine that, like AirPower Plus that starting at $9.99 for the massive one. Imagine Apple make a mouse pad that can charge the Magic Mouse by wireless. Exactly what I said. Yeah, they make like maybe they can make a mouse mat with the keyboard extension, and also another one which we could charge all three, because some people have the Magic Mouse and the trackpad at the same time. So having one that can charge all three would be really good. Maybe having a little space for your iPhone to charge on as well. That would be absolutely insane. What mouse are you using now? I'm literally using like this was a really, really cheap LED mouse from, I think it was eBay or Amazon or something. From Zelotes. I used to have a Bluetooth one, but then it stopped working. Still have it, but it doesn't work. Do you think AirPods 3 will be at the September or even Black Pods, or do you think they haven't enough time to release the third set yet? I think they will. I think they will release the AirPods 3 this year, which is kind of dumb. But I mean, they were meant to release the AirPods 2 in September. I don't know if many people knew this, but they were actually planning for a September release, and they were going to announce it at the event. That's why at the start of the event, we had that lady that said the words "Hey Siri" to her AirPods, and without even touching anything. So I think they made that ad thinking that they were going to release AirPods 2 that year, like at that event, and then AirPower didn't quite work out, so they gave it a little bit more time, so it didn't work. I mean, the second gen weren't even that big of an upgrade. They kind of just gave it wireless charging, gave it a new processor, and yeah. iPad Pro 2018 is too thick. Wait, too thick for what? Whoa. Do you have an official Apple store? Yes, I do. We have multiple official Apple stores here. there's like 3 or 4 and like 40-minute drives. So I still want to drive to the Apple Store myself. Still, just haven't had that much time this week. Might go next year. Not next year. Tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. What am I saying? Next week. It was just a prank, JK. The guy did end up buying a Touch 6th Gen. Alright. My Apple Store, the premium reseller employees is weird. Well, I mean, some Apple employees themselves are weird. And they don't leave you alone, some of them. Do you have a storefront, or is it the actual Apple Store? Mine is the actual Apple Store. Oh, wait. Do you watch Black Mirror? What's up, Price? No, I don't watch Black Mirror. I don't actually watch that much Netflix or Amazon at all. Mostly watch YouTube if I watch anything. I wish iPads will be running PC games. Well, some PC games are coming to the iPad. We've got Fortnite. We've got PUBG Mobile, which I guess isn't that. And we've also got Minecraft. We have a bunch of other stuff. You missed my question again. Did I? If I did, please repeat it. Yes, so like a big AirPower mat. Yes. Hi, which phone are you reviewing next? What's up, Abdel? Hopefully, if Vodafone doesn't kill me and says we're not sending you phones anymore because you broke the last one, I hope I'll be reviewing like a couple of weeks or a couple of months for that to happen. I don't like Dell wireless USB mouse. The battery life sucks. It uses AA type. What stuff uses AA batteries anymore? Stormfront? What? Oh, would love to have an Apple Store. Closest is 65 miles. Yeah, I mean, I can get to mine like 30 minutes by car, the closest one. And it's at a very nice shopping mall as well. So many fake Apple stores in China. Yeah, there's only like two Apple stores that are like legit. I wish I would make mechanical keyboard. Oh yeah, I did see that. I just got carried away. I don't think Apple would ever make a mechanical keyboard, honestly. It's just not their thing. And honestly, like I like mechanical keyboards, like the sound, but sometimes it's a kind of finicky to get used to. There is an official Apple Store which is in other states, and I got to drive. It took like 5-6 hours in Malaysia. Oh wow. Do you use batteries that much? Batteries that... Oh, you mean like AA batteries? Not really. Like, last time I bought batteries was probably in March or something. And it was for some lights that got stolen. That were in my bag in Rome. I think I brought one of them. And then the other one's somewhere in my house. I have no idea where, but... Yeah. Actually, I think I brought a packet of batteries as well with me to Italy. And those got stolen. Your mama's a mechanical keyboard. What's up, Nikius? Apple make mechanical keyboard back in 80s to early 2000s. Yeah, but I don't think... Like, back then, they were still kind of trying to find their market. And I don't think their market includes mechanical keyboards. I mean, they're not... Apple doesn't make gaming computers. Like, we already know that. They don't make gaming computers at all. So, I don't think that would happen. Funny, there's only 2 official Apple stores in Beijing. Yeah, and there's like 50 fake ones. What's up, R. Johns? My closest is Trinity Leeds. But the one in Meadowhall in Sheffield is much better and not much further, so usually go there. Actually, the one in the Meadowhall one isn't too far from me. It's like an hour drive or something. There's 2 YouTubers that I used to follow a lot. They usually go there to that Apple store. And I go to an Apple store in a place called Meadowhall in Leeds. All right. Yeah, Meadowhall seems to be like a very popular Apple store. My nearest one is the one in Manchester Trafford Centre, and then there's also the Manchester one. There's like in Manchester there's 2, which is Manchester's like a city near where I live, and like the 2 Apple stores are probably like 10 minutes drive from each other. So, how's your Hackintosh doing? Well, my Hackintosh right now is off. It's unplugged. It's here. I moved it from where it was, and I'm gonna put the parts for sale next week. So. Get some money in, cause I might be getting an iPad. I'm not quite sure. I might just get a cheap one just to try what's it called? So, what's up? What's up, Nikias? Same. Where's Johnny Ive from? Johnny Ive is from Newcastle. And fun fact, I know a guy who actually was at, I think it was Cambridge University or something. Whatever university Johnny Ive went to. I think it was Newcastle. I don't know. But Johnny Ive, he was in the same class as Johnny Ive. Or like in the same place as Johnny Ive. And he met him and stuff when they were younger. So... I mean, I wonder if he's still in contact with him. Because if he is, I'm gonna hit up Johnny Ive. I'm gonna be like, "Yo, want to be interviewed on my podcast or something?" I've been to the Trafford Centre. Went to Manchester simply to go there. Yeah, the Trafford Centre is really nice. It's the biggest shopping centre in the UK, I think, if I'm not wrong. And they're even expanding it. Like they keep expanding it every couple of years. Now they've got a railway system going there as well. There's 3 Apple stores in Orlando. Yeah, of course, Orlando. I've been to, I think, 1 or 2 in Orlando, Apple stores. Or maybe it was just 1. So I've been to Apple stores all over the world, actually. Well, all over the US, basically. I've been to one of the Apple stores in Orlando. I've been to Las Vegas. I went to Salt Lake Apple store. I think Salt Lake. Yeah, I think I went to that Apple store as well. So I've been to a few. And Vancouver. No, I haven't been to the Vancouver one. Not yet, at least. Your Hackintosh or your MacBook is powerful. I mean, my MacBook is more powerful because it actually works. And my Hackintosh, yes, it works, but it doesn't work as well as my MacBook. And honestly, my MacBook is more reliable. Have the iPadOS beta. It really transforms the iPad. What's up, Thomas? And yeah, I've heard the iPadOS is really good. I mean, I have to try it to like give an opinion, but from what I can tell, it really makes the iPad a lot more productive than it was. I wish that if you were a mod, you could mod other people. Why? Why would you want to do that? When do you think Johnny Ive will leave Apple? I think when he retires. Like, I mean, he gets paid pretty well from Apple, honestly, and he's getting treated pretty well as well. Like when Steve Jobs was there, he was probably treated pretty badly because Steve Jobs was known to be a bit pushy, I guess, and not the nicest of people to work with, because he was like demanding everything to be perfect and stuff. In fact, there's this one story when the first iPod was created, they gave the design team gave him the prototype, and he was like, make it thinner, and they were like, no, we can't make it thinner, there's no space. And then he just chucked it in a fish tank and it sunk to the bottom and there were bubbles coming out. He was like, see, because it sunk, there's air in it, which means there's more space, make it smaller or make it thinner or something like that. Who do you think Johnny Ive was a northerner? Well, he sounds like it. It doesn't sound posh. Never mind. I mean, yeah, it would make sense to get mods to mod other people, but I think that would make more sense with like bigger channels where you can like set some like, I guess, king mods or something, like leader mods or whatever. Yo, what's up, Dragon Tech Royale? How are you doing? How many people have we got today? That's crazy. Wait, I think the stream is delayed. Love iPadOS. Oh, did you manage to oh wait, yeah, you did have it installed. Never mind. What does that mean? Yeah, but I mean, he did get things done, which is something that a lot of people praise him for. Like, a lot of people did like working with him because they were pushed to their limits, which I guess can be a good thing for some people, but for some people it isn't. Like, some people are very, I guess, like, not really, they don't really take criticism very well. But yeah, that's what I mean. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Will you upload the podcast that you make with Apple Monster into YouTube Apple Podcast? Which podcast? I'm doing fine. Sweet. Oh, by the way, one of my new favorite features, I know this may come across as like silly and an Apple sheepish thing to do, but I absolutely love the new emojis. I'm not even joking. Absolutely love them. Try to get Catalina on a certain VM. Good luck with that. Honestly, I would not recommend. Of all the betas, I would strongly recommend against getting Catalina. If you require your Mac to be used as like a main device and you like rely on it. Because like I rely on it for work and stuff. Great, there was chocolate underneath that. Anyway, we're almost at the hour, guys. So if you have any more questions, let me know. Is that why you have it as your profile picture on Twitter? Yeah. Also, it looks cool. Like I absolutely love that. I just hope that the like the profile picture in iMessage would look a bit better, because not look a bit better, but like be a bit better, as in like you set the profile picture and everybody who adds like your phone number gets the profile picture and everything. But so far you have to like add the people or something. Have you heard of Scarborough, North Yorkshire? Like 10% of people I talk to, including people only a couple hours away, have never heard of my town. I think I'm not sure. Scarborough. I might have heard of it. Like the name rings a bell. I'm not sure. The Memoji part of WWDC was so dumb. They could have got someone like I just need to do that. No, honestly, I thought it was funny. But yeah, I do think they could have gotten iJustine to be in there. Like imagine iJustine's face when, like iJustine and her sister, they could have done the Memoji thing. You don't need console to play Fortnite. Use iPad connector to monitor TV and connect it to controller. Yeah, or just use the iPad as a screen. What is the worst experience on your MacBook? With this one right now, macOS Catalina so far. That's the only issue I've had. Keyboard's fine, even though people say that the keyboard's gonna break tomorrow. It hasn't, and it won't. Like it, I clean it. In fact, like my mechanical keyboard, one of the keys on my mechanical keyboard has started becoming sticky now. Like you get sticky keys on the MacBook. Well, I get it on my mechanical keyboard and not on the MacBook, so there's that. Anyway, do you guys have anything else you want to ask me? If not, we will can wrap up here. Okay. Because I also need to bring my brother's friend home. I'm gonna drive him home, so don't have much time. Anyway, I'm probably gonna be making a video on iOS 13 soon. I just have like 3 sponsored videos I have to do within the next week, so those will be coming soon. And then I'm gonna be doing like a top 13 iOS 13 features video if you guys want to see that. And I won't be like showing features that other people have shown, because there are a couple of features that I have found that not many other people have included in their videos. By the way, thanks for the super chat, Price Peterson. Thanks for the $2 super chat. Didn't even say anything. Thanks, Price. So yeah, I've got a couple of features which not many people are covering that I think are way cooler than some others, and I'll be including those. And also, I've got a skit. I'm making another skit, guys. Yes, it's gonna be very, very funny. But I think I'm gonna be uploading this one to it's kind of like a comedy sketch more than a skit. That will be uploaded to BenObi Productions, not BenObi Tech. But it does include something in iOS 13, which is gonna be very funny. I thought of it the other day, and I passed it by one of my friends, one of my best friends, and he was like, "Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do it." So he's gonna help me film that next week. You should try to use Streamlabs OBS because it's really good. I actually did use it. I used Streamlabs OBS when I used Windows, but now that I'm using macOS, Streamlabs OBS, at least that I know of, is not on macOS, at least right now. So, do you like Louis Rossmann? I haven't watched many of his videos, but I mean, yeah, I haven't really watched any of his videos, so I don't really have any opinions on that. On him. Do you still use iTunes Store? No, I don't actually. I mean, I use iTunes for music, but I don't use iTunes Store, if you know what I mean. Like, I use iTunes on my Mac now because I downgraded, so yeah. Voxel don't sell in the US. You probably have Opal there. Opal and Voxel are the same company, basically. When you make skits, make it behind the scenes. Yes, actually, I need to upload the behind the scenes of the Pixel Boy one. So I'll probably do that. I'll get that edited early next week and post it over on BenObi Productions. Kind of like bloopers, and I'll do the behind the scenes on the other skit. Yeah, though. Yeah, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I'll do that. Can your MacBook run Windows? Yes, it can. If I wanted to, I could. But I need to format my SSD somehow. Actually, I've got another SSD that's free now because I don't use it in the Hackintosh anymore, so I'll use that for Windows. I thought it was. Wait, you thought? No, I don't think it is on Mac. I mean, unless something's changed in the past month, I don't think it has. But I mean, if my I don't really like Windows, so I'm probably not even gonna attempt to install Windows on my MacBook. Also, it runs via Boot Camp, so yeah. Yes, I know Louis Rossmann is always negative about Apple. That's one of the things I know about him, and one of the reasons why I don't really watch his videos. So yeah, bro, wasn't sub to BenObi Productions. I'm now though. Shame on you. But I kind of want to upload a little bit more on there in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. And also, I'll be working on a couple main channel videos because that channel, I said I was going to be uploading every week, but I have kind of been slacking. So I'll probably do like a couple React videos, and got another video, a very important video to make as well, which is kind of a big announcement. So yeah, Benji, I am broke. I use earpods. Shame on you. You should get those other Lightning earpods I reviewed the other day. Those are way better than Apple earpods. Anyway, we've been live for over an hour. If you guys have any last minute questions, let me know right now and I will answer them. But yeah, if you guys stay tuned for the next few videos that'll be coming next week. Hopefully I'll be able to upload. I've just really been busy like this week and last week because I just got a car, for those who don't know, and I've just been driving as much as I could and taking my mum to places, taking my siblings to places, going to pick up friends, dropping them off, and doing a bunch of other stuff just to get some more driving experience. So will you make Apple ads parody on BenObi Productions? Well, it depends like what Apple ad parody. I don't think I will. I said UR Beats 3 on your video is better. Yeah, but I've never tried your UR Beats. I don't know what UR Beats even are. You'll have to send me a link. Anyway, so yeah, I'll try my best to upload a little bit more next week. And I might actually maybe even do a vlog. Like if I go to the Apple Store, I'll definitely do a vlog. And I'll get my friend to come with me to the Apple Store as well, because he's never been to an Apple Store. So, clickbait, taking my friend to the Apple Store for the first time. It's gonna be interesting because he has an iPhone, but he's never been to the Apple Store. How's your driving experience on the car you bought? Honestly, it's amazing. I absolutely love driving, and I just like being free. Like if I want to go anywhere right now, like hey, I'm gonna go to the Apple Store now. See you later. I can't go now because it's closed, but I mean, I can drive wherever I want now, which is amazing. I absolutely love it. It's a Beats model. I'll have to have a look at that. Oh, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean those are expensive though. Any updates on BenObi main channel? As I said earlier, I want to start uploading a little bit more in the next few weeks. And I've got also a big announcement video which is affecting all the channels, which I was meant to upload like 2 months ago that I still haven't, and time is running out right now because I've got only a couple weeks to make that video. So yeah, that's pretty much it though for this stream, guys. If you did enjoy, let me know by hitting that like button down below. If you're new, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. You can get to my videos early and you won't miss an upload. Again, thanks for these super chats, and thanks for all of the nice conversations we had in this stream. Hopefully I'll be live streaming next week, and I will definitely be uploading a couple of videos next week as well. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Benji from BenObi Tech. I'll catch you guys in the very next video. Peace out.